Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be powder coating another valve cover. You know that's kind of my thing. I love doing it. But let me show you what we got here. We got this Volkswagen 1.8T valve cover we got going on. It doesn't actually look that bad, so it probably won't spend that much time in the acid. This customer wants this pipe here. I guess it's for air or something. I have no idea. I'm not like a super Volkswagen guy, but he wants this coated in white and some type of red. His instructions to me were make it pop. I said, okay, man, whatever you want. So we're gonna get all this stuff off, and we're gonna put this in the acid and get this thing all cleaned up. But it doesn't look like it's in bad shape, so like I said before, it shouldn't take very long to get it all cleaned up and into the oven to try to get it all done. But let me get this all cleaned up, and we'll get to it. We'll cut to it. Alright, so I got the valve cover all taken apart. I got this air tube off, and I cleaned up some of the valve cover. So the reason why I did grind some of this away is because Volkswagen is known for not really having good, clean casting lines. And wherever you're going to see, like, you know, whenever you pop the hood, this front part here is what you're gonna see first, along with the you know, like where you pour the oil in. And I try to just clean up some of the edges here because that's the first thing you're gonna see whenever you pop the hood. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get this cleaned up as best I could, and then we can start our degassing process after that. But like I said before, it's already pretty raw aluminum, so it shouldn't be that long in the acid before it's looking pretty good. So let's do that now, and we'll cut back when it's all cleaned up and ready to go in for the degassing process. All right, everybody, we have our valve cover all cleaned up, and it's looking pretty much like I you know, when I put it in there. So it's nothing crazy. Like I said before, it wasn't like powder coated or anything like that. It wasn't crazy dirty. So, you know, like I knew it wasn't really going to take a long time for it to strip. So, which is a really good thing. But now that I have it all stripped, what I'll do is I'll put it in the oven for its initial degassing process. Make sure that there's no oils or anything like that underneath the surface. Try to bring it to the surface, and you know, then we could start our shooting color after it. Well, actually, I have to mask everything off in the back. You know, just got to make sure everything is nice and crispy for the back, so that we don't get anything you know, powder coated that we don't want to get powder coated. So let's put that in. There's really no need for you to see it. So it'll probably be a little bit before this comes up to temperature, because I don't even have my oven on. So while I'm doing that, just chill, relax, and I'll be back in that. All right, so I got these parts finally out of the oven after their initial degassing process. And now it's time to go ahead and start masking the valve cover and get this thing some color. I got the valve cover all like, you know, mashed up and whatnot, it's time to throw both of these parts into the oven and get my first coats on both of them. I'm going to do the pipes first because they're white. The problem with doing anything after white is everything bleeds through white, especially red, and which this valve cover is going to be. It's going to be a 2-part red color. But red is probably about the worst color that you can do after a white color because everything bleeds through white. And red is by far the worst. So I'm going to get that all my white parts done first, which is that pipe. And then I'm going to go through and start to do the red on this. But let me bring this stuff up to temperature and let me start shooting my white. So I got the second coat on the pipes and the first coat on the valve cover. So I just need to bring that up to temperature, and then we could start to make sure that all the nooks and crannies I got in with the first base coat. And once I figure that out, then I'll cut back and we'll start doing our second coat. Hopefully we won't run into any issues. Let's go. All right, everybody. I think we got these pipes all finished. I set my timer, and it's my first time looking at it, and ooh, it looks crispy. Look at that. A nice glossy white. Oh, I like it. All right, now we gotta look, and we gotta see how crazy this is gonna be here. This is red. Actually doesn't look bad. All right. Yeah, it looks like I actually got all the crevices. That's what I can tell. So, all right. That's good news. So, all right. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait and let this cool down for a little bit. I don't know. And I'm going to wait for this thing to cool down a little bit, and I'm going to shoot my top coat. Because this was just the bottom coat, and this is what the customer really wanted. He just wanted something to pop. That was his exact words, and I'm with it. So he picked this this Pro Red base coat with a gloss red top coat. So, you know, we'll wait for this to cool, and we'll get back to it when it comes down to temp. All right, it's time. It's time to put my second coat on this. I'm gonna do this, you know, top coat, you know, transparent red. So stay tuned. You know, I think you might like it. So I think he's gonna like it. So I think you're gonna like it. So let's get to the rocking. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. Timer has gone off, and the parts should be all done. I know my pipes are all done. They're over here, super cool and ready to go. And I just got to pull out this valve cover. So let's see what this bad boy looks like. I think I want to use two 2 gloves. 2 gloves. Double glove it. Wow. I don't know if you can really see, but it's almost like a pearl to it. I think the customer's really going to be happy, but let me hang this up here and we'll give you a better look what we got going on. Pull this oven. But yeah, look at that. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but it's almost got like a flaky, you know, like base coat without even putting any flake in it. And then the transparent red over top of it. I can't wait to see this during the day, but this is all done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for this to cool, and I'm gonna take off all of the plugs and all the wrap from on the back and on the side over here, and we'll put it all back together and we'll give the customer a shout. Go, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final product. The gloss white with the two-stage red, and I think it came out pretty good. And like I told you before and earlier in the video, so since this is what you're really gonna see first thing whenever you open up the hood, I wanted to try to get rid of all of these super sharp parts, and I think it came out really good. I think it's a really nice stark contrast with the white and the red. So I think the customer's going to be happy. But listen, if you liked what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.